If I stay in my job right now, don't expect other things, because that's what you accepted. Like in life, sometimes we are where we are right now because we tend to tolerate. If you're not happy with your situation right now, it's not because of the economy, not because of your friends or parents. It's because you are tolerating the
Yeah.
situation. So I'd rather have the pain of moving forward, pain of working hard, pain of moving from that moving away from the comfort zone. It's challenging, it's very hard, but it's better for me. It's better than just staying where you are right now and suffering because you're not doing anything.
Hello, everyone, and good day. My name is Rich Cruz, and welcome to the Season 18, Episode 12 of The Leader's Edge. We are fortunate to have today an international sales expert, a real estate investor, an author of the fast selling book titled The Power of Success Attitude and Purpose Driven Selling. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eric Manalo. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Rich, and thank you, Dino, for having me here. It's a pleasure and a great day today, indeed.
Thank you for joining us in this session. So, Eric, would you like to give a brief background about yourself? Probably introduce yourself, your current role, and your role in the real estate industry.
Yes, I've been in real estate for more than 20 years. No, I'm now celebrating my 21st year by February. Okay, so for the past years, I've been doing coaching and mentoring real estate professionals here and all over the world, and inviting Filipinos to become investors in real estate. So in total, I have closed more than 802 units,
Wow.
amounting to more than 3.5 billion personal sales. And the sellers and mentees I have coached have produced a total of approximately, as of today, as of count, around 80 billion sales in after attending the training sessions.
Okay. So probably let's go back a bit. Let's talk about your childhood. I mean, how did it start? When did you realize you want to go to real estate? Probably let's go to your college years or high school years. How does it look like for you?
Yeah, early in my during my childhood days, no, I was already exposed in real estate without knowing it. My grandfather, who was a former OFW for 20 plus years, no, in Guam in the 19 late 40s to the 50s and even 60s. So when he retired in Caloocan, where my mom and my dad were there, he was able to build a cluster of apartments, rental apartments in Caloocan. So where I was a kid, and I could see my grandfather at that time he was already in his 90s. He was swimming back and forth at his chair and all gray hair. And he said, I could see my playmates, no parents are giving money to him every month. And I asked my mom, Ma, why are they giving money to Lolo? Is there something wrong?
How old are you when this happened?
Well, 7 years old.
Wow.
7 to 8 or 8. Then my mother whispered to me, Anak, no, your lolo is the owner of all these cluster of houses in this area. Oh, then for a 7 year old, I was shocked. No? So that was my first lesson. I mean, one day I would have that kind of property. Yeah. So that's
Nice.
how it all started when I was a kid. And then moving forward. I was in high school. We were also in real estate. My mom was looking for properties in Merville, Parañaque at the time in the 80s. So every time
Mhm.
when somebody's selling a property, she would invite me over. By this time, I was like 9 years old. She was inviting me, exposing me to clients. And then during her presentation, and I could even see her sharing her commission to her agents who contributed to the sale. And she told me this, Eric, one day, no, always remember this. When you're sharing your blessing to people who contributed to the sale, your opportunities to sell more will never end. Although lesson number two, I learned also early days in my career. I learned those things from my parents as well.
Right. And then what course did you take in college?
Marketing.
Marketing, somehow
Yeah.
connected. So
Connected.
that's how it grows, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
of course, definitely there are obstacles and challenges that you have encountered during this time, right? So would you
Right.
like to share some of the challenges that you encountered in your early career under real estate?
Yes, there were times I have a first during my first year in real estate. I couldn't. close a sale, no, at that time. So what I did is I had this attitude, no, of my training back then, never give up, of never giving up. I never give up on my clients until they buy a property, because I know if they don't buy a property, they will be in a financial challenge if they don't buy it. Because my passion comes from my experience. Coming from my experience, I mean, there was a time in my life we were renting at the time when I was in college. We lost our house because of some financial issues and challenges. So um, I know how it feels to rent for 12 years straight, no property. So I know how it feels. So I wanna one day, when I go to real estate, I wanna educate people that the advantage of owning real estate will have that benefit of confidence and self-esteem to your family, to your kids, because a kid who sees that they're still renting in that property will not give them the confidence they need. So having a property also provides a person, a family, some form, a level of form of confidence. So that's where my passion comes from. So I keep going, and until, without knowing it, I was closing a lot of sales. But I had to understand that it's a process of more than 1,800 presentations and rejections as well, and to close that amount of sales. And this is the same formula which I share to my mentees as well in real estate.
Yeah, in anything, it's a numbers game, right?
Numbers
So the
game.
more sales, the more people you talk to, the more sales that will come in later on. So let's talk about one story or the biggest challenge that you have encountered in real estate. So what is this challenge and how did you overcome it?
Well, there were some, of course, challenges in terms of monthly payment, no, and turnover. So what I did is I make sure that I give my customers the best service possible I could give them, coordinating them with the office so that their concerns will be done. Because in any business, whether real estate or other business or profession you are, there's what you call a market out there for you, for your services, and you have to provide value to them and of your service and your presence. Because if you don't, chances are opportunities will not be you will not be able to attract opportunities. If you feel like, okay, I know everything, I'm here, I'm the best, or you got to learn to adjust and, be flexible to meeting with people, be patient, lots of patience, yeah, and trying your best to give them the best service possible. And for me, I call that adding value. When you say adding value, this is a universal term, which means it could be anything that would maintain the relationship of that person so that they could either refer more clients to you or they buy more from you. In my case, that's what happened to me. All my clients gave me more buyers because of that service, from reservation to turnover. I was there, and buyers will say there was one particular buyer, who gave me minimum of three, and the maximum buyer I had from one account gave me more than 23 clients. Imagine mo, 23 clients, because they were so happy with my service, and that they were giving me more clients because they trust me. So not just the product, they have to trust the product and trust the person.
The seller, correct. Because that's the usual problem, right? Sometimes when you deal with a seller, you'll just deal with them on the onset. They'll
Yeah.
leave you on the onset.
Yes.
After that, the post part, they're already not connected with you.
Yes.
So it's good that you are part of every step of your client's journey. Thank you for that, Eric. And talking about turning points, what is that biggest turning point in your career that led you to be successful? What do you think is that turning point?
Well, one of the turning points is time. I call it time. At the time when I was an employee working in a hotel, I was used to work at hotel as a hotel waiter before I became a real estate. Um, I noticed my income. I love the job, working in a hotel, free food, free coffee, and all that, and the benefits as well. But the income was not enough. I love the job, but I don't like the income. And so, in order to do that, I could either complain and rant all my life, or I do something about it. So one day, I was serving some guests in a ballroom at that hotel, and I saw there's one week, no, it was a sales rally of different developers every week. So every night, and at different developers every night, and I see them giving awards, no, brand new car, 1 million cash incentive.
Oh.
Oh my God! So as a hotel waiter, oh my God, this is the job I want. So that triggered my curiosity. that they triggered I think that was the start of the turning point when I mean,
Mhm.
wow. So I got exposed to that kind of environment. So sometimes life events sometimes will push you to change. Sometimes it's not your friends, not even your family can convince you to change. Sometimes life events will push you to the wall and you got to make a decision. So when I saw that opportunity, I made a decision. I made a bold decision. The following week, I resigned from my job, from my safe and secure job. So after 1 week, I tried my best to apply, and then moving forward, I was able to get a sales, and more sales followed. So I wouldn't be in this situation if I didn't have the vision and I didn't make a decision. Those two things are very important. Two steps important in success. You got to have a vision first. How do you see yourself? You see, that's what I want, and I saw
Yeah.
that opportunity. And number two, okay, I have to decide now. How do I see myself 10 years from now? So the time element is very important. If I stay in my job right now, don't expect other things because that's what you accepted, Like in life, sometimes we are where we are right now because we tend to tolerate. If you're not happy with your situation right now, it's not because of the economy, not because of your friends or parents. It's because you are tolerating the
Yeah.
situation. So I'd rather have the pain of moving forward, pain of working hard, pain of moving from that moving away from the comfort zone. It's challenging, it's very hard, but it's better for me. It's better than just staying where you are right now and suffering because you're not doing anything. So that's what those
I
are the
think that's the usual issues that we're seeing in our society right now. They
yeah,
tend to tolerate where they are
right,
instead of taking that step and
right,
taking that leap to get more opportunities out there. And
right.
talking about opportunities, after this, you also work outside the country, right? Would you like to share more about it?
Yes. Basically, when I saw an opportunity to sell properties abroad. At the time, there were only a few are doing it, and if ever they're doing it, they don't know how to do it the right way. So I learned to do it the right way. When I go there, I train the team. I inspire the clients, and we have continuous sales from all over the world, from Japan, US, Canada, wherever I visit, wherever country I visit, I have lots of sales, billions of sales from foreigners, foreign investors, Filipino professionals and immigrants who wants to buy a property in the Philippines. That was my product. But it's not just the product. I think it's the mindset. The mindset that I had because it's the sacrifice that you have to make, that you have if you want something, if you have a goal, if you have something, go for it. So whether you're selling real estate or other products or other company or business you are, the mindset is that you have to take consistent action. When you say action, you don't give up until you achieve your goals. I'm not there just to work hard and make money. I'm there to inspire Filipinos to own a property, to add value to their lives, yeah, to make sure when they retire they have a property. Yeah, because that was my goal. And true enough, after a few years, I got as a reward, I was able to buy a property for my parents, and I was able to own several rental properties for my family, so that my income before I retire is stable now. So I had a goal. I want to retire before 50. That was my goal. So I retired at 47. So started selling. So earning the millions is just a byproduct. Earning millions of cash or income, no, for everybody who made it. Basically, that's just it's a byproduct of
Mhm.
what you are taking action. It's never always in front of you. No, you don't receive the 1 million every
Right.
month. It's a byproduct of the series of process that you have to do, which includes a vision, making a decision, and working hard to make that goal or dream come true. So yesterday's dream will will become your reality
You
today.
really need to work hard on it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not like an app that you can just download on your
Because
success is
kids
something.
nowadays are really into app, right? So they think that everything will just come to them uh,
No.
on an instant.
Yes, you
So
can't.
yeah, I
It's not
totally
like that.
agree with you. It's really hard work to reach that goal that you have, and having that goal, vision, as you mentioned. Okay,
Yes.
so success. Can you say that you're successful now? How do you define success?
Well, for me, success is a state of mind. It's a
Mhm.
mindset. I never claim that okay, I'm already successful. No, because at my age or whatever age you are, everybody here watching this, there's no limit to how you define success. Eh.
Right.
For me, for as long as I'm happy what I'm doing and I'm passionate in what I'm doing and what you're doing, I think that's how I define success. The ability to achieve what you want, your goals, what you're doing, what you love doing, without any hesitation, without any despite all the challenges, you achieve those things. For me, that's success. It doesn't matter if whether you're selling products or real estate. It's about a state of mind that you're happy with what you're doing. It's like no different from happiness. Happiness is a choice. So success is also a state of mind
Yeah.
wherein I'm here. I'm successful. Let's say I'm an author. I'm a consultant. I'm a speaker. In my own, I'm doing your very best, not second best. You really doing your very best. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
success.
Okay. So from being a real estate person or professional, transitioning now to being an author, you also created or write this book, right? Would you like to tell us something about your book?
Yes, the I have two books right now. The Power of Success Attitude, which basically I try to document my experiences, the hardships I had in my life, the things that happened, and what I did, so that I was able to recover from my situation. So those are all everything is in that book. It's a highly motivational book. That a story. It's a story that will hopefully inspire our friends and audience that everything will be okay. It's everything is all basically the mindset. The power of the mind is so great that you have the capability to improve yourself or just stay where you are. And then the second book is about purpose-driven selling. Knowing your purpose, why are you doing this, is not just to make money, but to serve other people, to make an impact to your clients. So I think that's a universal term in any business. Any business, whether you're in the consultancy business, whether you are in the merchandising or whatever business you are. I think you have to determine your purpose. That will give you the motivation every day to go forward. I'm a firm believer of that. Having a purpose. So when your purpose is clear, your actions will be easy. And
Follow.
no
Yeah.
how many challenge, your actions will be easy.
All right. And what inspired you to write this book?
I inspired I wrote those books during the pandemic. I'll send you a copy of that ebook. It was during the pandemic. I was trying to start before the pandemic in 2017. I remember in 18 I started writing it, but I couldn't do it because of the schedule. But during the pandemic, I had a lot of free time, so I decided to write down everything, put it in writing, so that it can hopefully that my story will be inspire others. So basically, that for me, that's what how I define a book. Eh. A book is basically a story of the writer that
Yeah.
we're hoping that to inspire other people.
Okay. Thank you, Eric. You really motivate a lot of our audience today. So now let's talk about the current state of real estate in the Philippines. I know you have several interviews over the past months about this. So would you
Mm.
like to share with us what's the current state of real estate here in our country?
Well, the current the state of the country, not real estate. No, the fundamentals remains the same. Population is growing. We're now 114 million. And out of the 114 million, we have 6.7 million Filipinos who are looking to buy a property in the entire Philippines. And out of the 6.7 million, approximately between 650 to 700,000 Filipinos in Metro Manila are looking to buy for a property. Now, let's say there were properties that are too high for them to buy, and that's why there's a slight decline in the prices, in particularly in Metro Manila, some parts of Metro Manila. And for me, that's not bad news. For me, that's good news because it gives an opportunity. That problem of declining prices will give an opportunity to buyers, new buyers, to purchase a property at the right price. Not too low, something that's just enough, no, for both developer and the buyer. And for the Filipinos who wants to buy properties now, I always recommend you buy now because if you don't buy now, the prices, whether you like it or not, because of inflation, will continue to rise. Like a 5 million property in Makati, probably 10 years from now, you can't buy a 5 million anymore,
Right.
regardless of the current issues, especially when all these issues down. That's why I tell my client, you buy now because once these issues clear, This is just temporary. Once we're back, to rise again, peak time. Those who didn't buy a property now will have a difficult time. You buy now where it's declining because it will go up. And while you're making money, it's not because of the economy. You buy now while you're earning money because when you reach 65, that's it. You got to be ready by the time, Don't just rely on pension. Probably have one or two rental properties. For me, I have nine rental properties right now. And I'm saying from based on experience, as an investor. So I educate them from a point of being an investor too. I don't want them to just like when I had my hardships. I was a renter for 12 years. I was literally homeless for a time. And I thank my parents for giving me the right values, teaching me the attitude, never giving up, and faith. So I kept moving and moving until I realized I'm no longer selling pala. I'm actually serving people to help them steer away from poverty. Because my firm belief that why I'm doing this, if every Filipino has a property, it will help reduce poverty.
Ooh, I totally agree with that. So, what will be your advice for those individuals who are facing hardship and aspire to be successful in their career at this moment?
Well, of course, um, find a career or a craft, no, a talent that you're so passionate that no matter how many naysayers you have, you're not gonna give up. You're not gonna give up. Whether it's art, it's talent, it's like in my case, I discovered my talent is training, so I'm using it. No, I'm monetizing my talent to yeah, and I used that in real estate. So that's what happened to me. I was training and communicating, and being a singer and a trainer is
Yeah.
you have an audience. You both have an audience. All you need to do is how you execute your voice, your talent, so that your audience will follow you. They will be your fans, right? So it's the same also in whether you're in business or real estate. When you communicate, when you start talking, you influence your clients to buy. So a singer and a salesperson is no different. If they clap for you, it means you did a good job. You good performance. Okay.
And
So
I heard you are singing, right?
on the side, yeah. Sometimes in sales kasi, sometimes you have to be ready for such situations. There are clients right after your presentation, they will celebrate
Yep.
and ask you to sing. So it's part of the job.
Are there any strategies or mindset that you believe that are crucial in overcoming challenges and adversity that we have in our lifetime?
Yes, of course. It's basically having the right mindset, success attitude, which means you do things the right way. You do things the right way that are moral, ethical, and legal. Those are the three important for me. Because even if you're the best salesperson, if you're not a good leader to your team or you have a bad attitude, you're not gonna make it. I know a lot of talented people out there, but they simply don't have the right attitude. They simply don't have the right edge. That's why they couldn't get that job. They couldn't get that opportunity. Why? Because they have tantrums or whatever. They get emotional. Whereas a person who is also talented and strategic and proactive, when the other sees a problem, I see it as a solution. That that will make you valuable to many people, from your boss to the company and to your customers. Yeah. And that's what happened in the industry. People thought that traffic was the problem. Here's Grab. Right?
It's
Yeah.
actually changing the mindset, right?
Yeah. It's all the
Having
mindset.
that positive mindset.
Yeah. No, no, everybody's working from home. So what happened? Online shopping. So wherever problem, there are opportunities.
Right.
Somehow earning.
And we just need to really look into those opportunity and capture those opportunity to be successful.
Exactly. Thank you for that. Yeah.
All right. We've come to the top of the hour. Would you like to promote or share any upcoming events or schedule in your list?
Yes, Rich. I'd like to invite everyone to visit me for more content. All my contents are free. They can go to my website, ericmanalo.com, and they can go to my Facebook page, Eric Manalo, and YouTube for more free videos on training and develop sales training and real estate. Eric Manalo on YouTube. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Eric, and for sharing your expertise. Thank you to our viewers for joining us today. If you like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. Next episode on season 19 will feature Ivan Santamaria about a passion for people development. Remember, learning is a never ending journey with limitless vistas. Again, my name is Rich, and this is The Leader's Edge.